The cops are here, man. I don't know what we did. But they're here, man.
Oh, well.
Well, there is a movie. It's called End of Line of Duty Smoke Jumpers. Kind of correlates like with everything going on in California right now, and like it like just goes through what they're probably currently doing with all that.
Take me to your leader. See, I don't think that's how it works.
You come to your planet looking for intelligent life.
You came to the wrong planet, brother.
Right. You're in the wrong place for intelligent life.
Oh, my God.
I do a perfect impersonation of a hot dog.
Nice. Nailed it.
Aliens, are they real?
Conspiracy talk. After dark.
Just please don't anal probe me.
He's been
Again.
He's been in prison.
I was waiting, dude. I was waiting. I was like, that. You hit it so many times.
Welcome back to another edition of Real Talk After Dark, everybody, where we keep it real about live and film. Episode 3 of Season 2, but episode 36 total in, guys. Today is going to be a special one because I know that with the California fires and everybody that's dealing with that and the unfortunate situation and everybody losing their homes and people losing their lives, possessions, which more importantly, they escape with their lives than their possessions. But we want to just kind of just pay respect to that and all the people that are putting their time into it, volunteers, policemen, firefighters, EMS, everybody that's working hard out there to try to do the best they can out there. So this episode is dedicated to you. So with that being said, we actually have a real life firefighter special guest with us today, Jayden Thomas, everyone. Not this guy, not the alien. I don't, you came to the wrong planet, brother. You ain't gonna find nothing here.
I came to this planet looking for intelligent life. Oops, I made a mistake.
You sure did. But anyway, Jayden, welcome to the show. Thank you for being here.
Oh.
Okay.
He's done.
I was going to say, I can hear him breathing.
He's done. Oh my gosh, it's TJ.
Holy
They've shapeshifted already. Yeah. They're becoming one of us.
Dude.
I knew you was an
That
alien.
thing was hot.
I bet it was.
Your face is all red.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, I thought I could do it, but I'm like, no. I had so much funny crap I was going to do on it, too.
Yeah, you messed it all up now.
Yeah, well.
We caught a little bit before.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Right. So, episode 36, huh?
Yeah, so here with us, like I said, we got Jayden with us. He's a firefighter. Tell us a little bit about your experience and yourself and everything. Tell us a little bit about that.
So far, I've been a junior for 2 years over at Pocahontas Old Ripley Fire Department. Started back in my junior year of high school. I've done many different situations from forest and field fires all the way down to structures. Being able to just be jumped right in there.
Awesome. Cool.
I think
thank you for what you do, man. We appreciate it.
I think you've had a couple instances where there's been deceased bodies even.
Yeah.
I can't imagine being.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I absolutely respect is the fact that I know sometimes I got to deal with some really tough situations, and I can't imagine. So
right,
it's definitely it's very appreciated. I know it's sometimes underappreciated from people, but just know that there are people out there that do respect it, and we appreciate it and everything that you and everybody that they do. So
my buddy Danny, he's a cop in Grafton, and he gets crapped on all the time, because, one bad egg, has ruined it all,
Oh yeah, no, it's sad. It's sad because there's good and bad in every walks of life, and because you got the one, it's all of a sudden everybody's bad. You know what I mean? And I know somebody personally. I went to church with him back whenever I was a teenager. At it was I think Christ Church, or I forget where it was, but it was up there in Alton. I forget. It might have a new name now, River Church or something like that, off of Fosterburg. I used to go there as a teenager, and there was actually a cool youth pastor there who I don't know if he was an officer at the time, but I think he got into it later in life. And one day I found out that he unfortunately was killed in the line of duty, and he was married and he had kids, and it just broke my heart because I was like I knew him at one point, and it's a tough job all around for all of them, for safety reasons, and you don't know if when you walk into a situation, a gun hold up, a burning building, you don't know what's
talking
next.
About that. I was in a post about a week or so ago. An officer was talking about how 15 years and 9 months ago, he was driving in Maryville, and he noticed this lone car in a parking lot, and he's like, "That's weird." Didn't think anything of it. And then about 25 minutes later, he got a call. Maryville First Baptist pastor got shot in the face.
Jeez.
And it was the guy whose car he had seen. And I don't know if he got shot in the face. It's 16 years. So, but
That's unfortunate.
He went in there for the first time since the incident, and
But that was rough.
yeah, he said it was one of the hardest things he's ever done.
I bet.
And he said that he spends every day questioning, what would have happened if he would have gone and addressed the guy in the car. Would he have saved this guy's life? Yeah, it's like, you really can't sit and ponder that.
Yeah.
But
You don't know, man.
I mean, could you imagine having to live with that for the rest of your life? I mean,
Yeah, we're here for a reason, man. I mean, I've even had somebody who I thought was a close friend at one point. He's pulled a gun out on me. I've had a gun pulled out on me once before, and I literally thought that was going to be in it for a moment. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I felt bad. I mean, he was going through some rough stuff, but it definitely didn't warrant him
Doing that.
ripping out a gun and he was going at himself and going at me, and it was a spooky situation, but it doesn't come close to what all these guys do. So I'm mad respect and everything to everybody. So
and Danny's also ex-Marine.
TJ,
I know.
Burning footage here, man.
oh boy,
I mean, just imagine being a Marine and seeing the things that
PTSD and
he has
stuff.
seen, and then being a cop. It's like, man, I don't think I can handle that.
right,
Cops and firefighters, I think, have it the hardest.
yeah.
EMS,
I mean, I can't imagine some.
They
It's
see a lot
probably,
more stuff.
it could probably be more doctors
'Cause, I
than,
mean, they see,
than
like,
them
all
or
of it.
anything, but you never know how many
Yeah.
people like they might see die or they try
Yeah.
to save and think that they didn't say. I mean, you never know. I mean, cops, firefighters, anybody could deal with that. Pulling somebody out of a burning building or a situation, somebody could be shot, and you could think that you're blocking out the blood and everything, or trying to put pressure on it, and you didn't do anything. Oh, I didn't do all I could.
exactly.
But anyway, I figured that it would be just appropriate to just talk about just kind of anything and everything, movie or TV related to, police films, firefighting films, anything like that comes to mind. I got a list, and I'm going to obviously cross off once we start talking about some. There might be some that we're going to bring up here that's not on the list, but I don't know if there's anything. We can start off with Jayden. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but you're our guest. So if there's anything that maybe comes to mind to you, or maybe one of your favorites, or like you might even have a favorite firefighting film, anything like that, man. I don't know if there's something that comes to your mind.
Are there any firefighter films?
There is. I got a
Backdraft.
list right here, man. Yeah, it's on the list.
What was it?
Backdraft, man.
I don't even know
That's
what
classic.
that
That's
is.
what, 90s?
Yeah, it's an older one, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know.
It's got I think William Baldwin.
I forget who was all in. It's been a long time.
It's got a big cast. I think
But when you
Donald
said like
Sutherland is in it.
firefighter stuff, that's the first thing that came to mind.
But Backdraft, yeah. No. You got anything?
The
Maybe
most
puzzle?
accurate that I've seen is like Chicago Fire, because
Oh,
how
really?
everything
Okay.
they actually do, we have to go through for training and everything, and that's like the most accurate I've seen from it. TV
Interesting.
industry.
Okay. Chicago Fire.
I forgot about that. Well, I mean, you got to include Med and PD as well.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, it's neat that they kind of have their own little world and series and
Yeah.
stuff. It's hard for me to get into a whole lot of that.
By the way, shout out to Samantha Morningstar. She just had a guest spot on there this recently. I don't know when the episode's going to air, but I'm like, hey.
Yeah. Well, and Kevin Caliber, we got the Rookie. That's a cop show,
Yeah.
cop series. I actually need to catch up on that.
I love that show.
I've only seen some of the clips that you showed me. And the cop cutie,
Yep.
keeping on
Which,
duty.
by the way,
Go
that's,
ahead and
I
lock
remember
me
that,
up.
that is Danny's
funny.
Arrest me, but make it sexy.
that is Danny's ringtone when he calls me.
No way.
Yes. I love it. But yeah, no, Backdraft's a classic. I forget who's all in it. I thought Patrick Swayze was in it, but whenever I was looking it up, I was like, oh, he's not. It must be another movie. Or maybe it's probably because I'm thinking of Point Break
There you go.
with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Because,
was
that's a
in that
cop film.
movie.
Yeah.
It's an undercover cop film.
Well,
I mean, think about being an undercover cop and how much more
Yeah,
dangerous
oh,
that
yeah.
could be.
Scary.
Because you get in deep.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then bust the other cop, the DE agent, because he worked for the PD. Bust the DE agent,
yeah, dude.
and
Yeah.
that'd be horrible.
Oh my gosh.
Speed.
Yeah, I had that on here too.
Uh,
Course. Speed.
Yeah.
Course.
1
I'm trying to
and
think of some
2.
classic lines. Well, he's not in 2.
No.
What's some classic lines that Keanu says? Because Keanu's always Keanu. Whoa, Bill and Ted. I know it's not a police movie or firefighter, but hey, Bill and Ted. That's my... Anyway, moving on.
You
Should
know,
almost cut that out.
Well,
but I'm not.
here's something
Sorry, I don't do
I'm pretty sure
impressions.
you didn't think of.
What?
But
We'll see.
talking about instant classics,
Mm-hmm.
one of the, probably, in my opinion, one of the greatest police franchises of all time.
Oh, here we go.
Police Academy.
I knew you was gonna
Oh, I actually did not write that. I just,
Really?
Because I wasn't thinking when I was making the list. I wasn't thinking like a whole lot of like comedy because I didn't want to be like.
Oh.
But I mean, it's okay. Like,
Hey,
I mean, it's
they,
all.
They dealt with some serious stuff in there too.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I mean,
Well, because I mean, I should have had that on here because I have Let's Be Cops. You guys ever see Let's Be
Yeah,
Cops?
yeah.
That movie was hilarious.
Yeah.
Where they dress up as cops. They had the Halloween outfits. And they wanted to go out and see what it was like. They got the real car. The friends started taking it too
Yeah.
far. Got the cop car. Got the lights.
Yeah.
And then next
What
thing
was
you
that,
know, they get caught
it
up in
was,
some real shit.
Damon Wayans Jr., wasn't it?
I think that. Oh no, not Damon Wayans, but the
No,
youngest.
Junior.
Yeah,
His son.
the one from
Yeah.
like Dance Flick and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, Let's Be Cops was hilarious.
Yeah. But no,
love-
Police Academy, I mean,
Yeah,
they
no,
had,
it's-
what was it, 5 movies, I think?
5, 6. I
And,
think they're rebooting it. I heard.
Oh dang!
I heard that it's getting rebooted.
Why?
Dude, hey, you surprised? Everything's getting rebooted.
Hey,
Everything.
Hollywood.
Everything.
Hollywood, listen.
Holly weird.
You,
Listen.
right?
you want to know why Los Angeles burned?
Oh,
Because you keep making remakes of everything.
Oh,
Not supposed
We're
to say
sick
that.
of it.
Actually, can't say that.
I don't know if that.
You know why?
You talk
Dang.
about getting us canceled. There it was.
Well, you
Yeah, let that
hey,
be your own opinion.
Hey,
But,
shit.
I want nothing to do with that.
We're gonna finally get a flood of comments on the
Right.
video,
Yep.
but it's gonna be from all victims of the California
right.
fires, and they're gonna be like, "This isn't funny."
Right? We're gonna have to
I mean, it's
cancel
not funny.
TJ.
It's not funny. It's you're just dark humor.
Sure,
Dark
we'll
humor.
go with that.
But no, you're right. Though.
Did you
they
hear
are
that?
making everything.
Did you guys hear though that
I
they?
kind of. Is it sad though if I kind of hope that the Hollywood sign was going to catch fire?
No.
I was really
No,
hoping.
I'm sorry, but I probably would have left.
I was there was an image going around. I was hoping
Yeah.
it was real, but somebody AI'd it, and of course, because AI looks so you can make things look so real, and because
yeah.
of, and an image too.
It is getting scary real.
But
I mean, you can make stuff look real in Photoshop alone. So AI, it's
but
scary.
somebody put out a post that says they arrested a man in connection with the LA fires, and
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Heard a lot of people are
so I'm
saying
like,
that.
what the heck? And so I'm reading it, and it's like,
Yeah, there's been a
it
lot,
was,
and some illegal immigrants.
Grammy Award winner Billy Joel.
What?
You know,
What?
Him doing it?
and Billy Joel said that he didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's
Nice.
been
I
turning.
kind of saw that. I was like, I
And
think
was
he's
like,
going
that's
somewhere with
Of
this.
course.
I started laughing. I was
Of
like, that's
course.
great.
That's awesome.
Of course
Yeah.
you would.
I was like, at least somebody, made a little humor out of it. I mean, I was like,
Yeah.
that was good.
I thought of Reno 911 whenever I
yeah.
heard the topic.
Yeah.
So I went straight to humor.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, maybe that's not appropriate.
No,
No,
I mean,
no, I mean,
it's hilarious. And I mean, they did make a movie. They had a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know how many seasons they did, but I think they made the movie and then they came
Yeah.
back. Then they reboot it as a
Yeah.
series.
For
they
like
came
a
back
season or two.
after the movie.
Not really a reboot, more of a
It was like a continuation,
but I guarantee you, I have
but it had a tagline underneath it, like everything does.
I
now.
have a TV.
Oh, yeah.
I have 2 TV shows. I guarantee you didn't think of.
Oh boy, here we go,
FX's Rescue Me.
dude. That's right here,
Oh really? You got that? Really?
dude. I loved Rescue
Yeah.
Me, dude.
That was
Dennis
a great-
Leary.
Yeah.
The series was hilarious
Yeah, I
and
loved it.
phenomenal, and it got
Yeah.
real. It was like
Yeah.
that shit got real.
Like they tackled a lot of real situations,
Yeah.
and that for Dennis Leary, it was different.
It was,
so
yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Rescue Me? Did you ever watch the series? It's a good series.
You got 911 on there? No.
No.
Jennifer Love Hewitt in 911.
She is that?
Yeah,
Really?
she plays a dispatcher. And they handle fire, they handle medical, they handle police. It's all 3 in 1.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's what a
And-
dispatcher would do, right?
Well, and there's a lot of stuff she tackles. Like, there's an instance where a lady calls 911 and asks to order a pizza, And what happened was her husband kidnapped her and had a gun on her and all
I
that.
heard that's a secret code now for women or people. Like you can call and say you're ordering a pizza and then just answer like you want extra pepperoni?
Smart.
Yes, extra pepperoni. Or
there's
let me know if you want. If this is happening, let me know you want extra cheese, or if not, just light cheese. I'm like, no extra cheese. You know what I mean? And I was like, that's smart.
Yeah, like they tackle a lot of serious things
cool.
in that
I didn't
show
know
too.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've not watched it, but I've seen bits and pieces, and I'm like, they get into some really deep stuff too. The Rookie, again, they dealt with. There's a lot of things they've dealt with. There was an instance where they heard fire department hadn't gotten there yet, and Nolan runs into a burning house because there's a victim alive in there.
Man.
And like he gets his ass reamed by the fire department for it because they're
not supposed to do that. Yeah.
And they dealt with other than fires, they've dealt with like murders and within their own group. They've dealt with human trafficking, like all kinds of stuff. It's like some of these shows that are meant to be comedic. If you give it time, they get into like some serious subject matter.
Did you hear about the people in the Bronx that had the tiger in their apartment? The cops had to handle that.
Dang.
You look it up, I swear. There's like a full tiger in this person's apartment in the Bronx. I guess they had it since I was a baby.
There's an episode of The Rookie where it's dude has a Komodo dragon.
Ooh,
it's crazy.
That'd be crazy. Those things are pretty barley.
What about the incredible film starring John Travolta and Joaquin Phoenix, Ladder 49?
Yes.
You seen that movie, Ladder 49? That's a good movie. Have you seen it?
I don't think so. If I have, it's been a long time.
Dude, that movie, every freaking time I watch that movie, makes me fucking cry, man. Makes me effing cry. I like a little baby girl.
What was
It's a sad movie, but it's so damn good.
Yeah, very, very good.
It's really good. I liked it.
What about Fahrenheit 420?
Yup.
That one on
is it 420?
No, I think it's fair.
Yeah, I know. It's a book.
411.
I just wrote Fahrenheit on here.
Fahrenheit something.
I was going so fast at lunch. I just
Yeah. Beverly Hills Cop.
And then there's World Trade Center.
Yeah, I got that on there. World Trade Center. Such a great film with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
And
because that one,
it's so crazy to see how events because you see a lot of events being made as movies from like a long time ago, but it's weird how fast they move now because they just everything is fast paced. I mean, I know it took like maybe like with for a decade before they really started hammering down on like making movies like that, like the first 5-10 years, something like that. But it's just crazy to see how fast that stuff happens because I wasn't expecting that stuff to be touched upon or whatever for a while because I thought it'd be so sensitive. Which I mean, it's still a hard subject because I remember. I mean, anybody who was alive during that time, if you were young enough to remember, where you were.
I was a freshman in high school.
I was. I know exactly where I was in 7th grade English class, and I remember my art teacher coming in and telling my English teacher to turn the radio on or the TV on because something was happening, and we didn't know what was going on. And they send you home early, and then your parents are trying to break it to you without scaring you.
This one here. He was in his dad's nutsack.
Oh, no.
Dang.
He wasn't even born yet.
Woo!
Yeah.
Enjoying the chill life. Swimming around.
Swimming
But, talking about World Trade Center for a moment.
It was really well done.
And quite frankly, I don't give a shit if anybody finds this controversial or not.
Here we go. Real talk, baby.
Yeah, my problem with the whole thing about it is the trial for the World Trade Center starts this year. Why did we wait almost 25 years?
Why are we? Wait, what?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm so confused. Why a trial for what? Why?
For the men that committed the.
You're talking about.
That's okay. That's right. I remember that being announced because I think we talked about that during one of our big politician episodes.
Yeah, because so.
That's right. I forgot. Why wait so long?
So if this isn't government involved, and a lot of people have talked about that online. Why is it 24 years later? Jeez. Are we just now getting to
24
the trial?
years or
24
this
years.
year, or is it going to be 25 this year?
No, 25 next year.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Why? Oh, wait, no.
25 this year.
24.
Jeez.
Yeah, I had to think for a
Wow.
minute. Yeah. But why
Yeah.
are we just now getting to the trial?
Why are we just not getting the trial? And
I mean-
why did the freaking towers fall like a controlled demolition?
Yeah.
Oh god.
But,
Explosive.
but like,
control
conspiracy
demolition.
talk.
well,
After
well,
dark.
I was talking about this earlier today.
That's our
honestly.
spin-off podcast.
Uh,
Conspiracy talk.
but
Aliens, are they real? Yes, they are. We just had one earlier.
Yeah.
And he actually is a real alien.
yeah.
This is just
But-
his human disguise. We saw his real disguise earlier.
Scott Peterson.
Just please don't anal probe me.
He's been
Again.
in prison. Scott Peterson's
Please
been
no.
in prison almost as long, and he killed his wife and his unborn kid. These guys kill 3,000 people.
He just has to take you out to dinner first. Just remember that.
Very true. Why is it that
That was
these
good.
men who
was
killed 3,000 people just not going to trial?
Yeah, no kidding. What the F? And why is it still alive?
That's a pretty big case.
I mean, this is, you can't tell me it's not political at this point.
I don't know why everything's got to be so freaking political. Everything.
Yeah.
Because didn't they kill Bin Laden back in 2011? Then why are they waiting so long for
Yeah,
this?
no kidding. I remember when
I
that
mean,
happened too.
it just,
I remember coming home and they're like, they killed Bin Laden. And I was like,
there was somebody.
You seen that video?
yeah. The movie Zero Dark 30, that was
Yeah,
very
there you
good.
go.
Very
Very
well
good.
done.
Very good. Yeah.
Yes.
American Sniper
Academy
was good
Award
too.
winning. Speaking of special sneak peek for episode 37 next week. Jayden. What? Huh? Who said that? Anyway, moving
Wind
on.
it back.
But I mean,
Not in that episode. We focus on now.
so, no, we just
I don't know if we
talked about
want to talk about Die Hard too much because we talked a little bit about it on Christmas and how it's not a freaking Christmas movie, but
Talked
it
a
is
lot
a pretty
about
good.
it.
As John McClane as an officer is pretty good.
Well, yeah, Die Hard is.
And honestly-
you could talk about that
Because we only talked about the first one, and honestly, I do love the first two, and honestly, the third one's really good.
What about the
but
fourth
I
one?
really love Live Free or Die Hard. A good day to die hard can like suck my dick
I knew that was coming.
and then go fuck off because I didn't like that movie at all. Jai Courtney, I didn't like Jai Courtney at all. I don't even like him very much as an actor anyway. I'm sorry, I'm getting real here on you.
That's not very nice.
I don't like Jai Courtney as an actor.
I don't know who that is, so I don't
He's
care.
the one who played John McClane's son.
Yeah.
I just don't like him as an actor. And he also, what else did he do? Oh, he's in Suicide Squad. He played Boomerang. That's probably the only thing I liked him in, actually, to be honest with you. Him and Norrell's Boomerang. But
That's pretty
everything else Jai Courtney's been in, I don't like him. I didn't like the direction they went with a Good Day to Die Hard. I loved Live Free or Die Hard. That would have been a really good ending point for it.
Yeah.
And then again, I complain about the fact that they even decided that the first three were R, and they're like, let's just make the fourth one PG-13 so we can attract a wider audience. So at the end, when you get your typical yippee-ki-yay, mother, you hear the gunshot go
Right.
off, and it blocks off the F-bomb.
Yeah.
But in the unrated that came out on DVD, and it's only on DVD, not even on Blu-ray, dude. You can't even find the unrated on Blu-ray, 4K, none. It's only on DVD, which I got. And I had to bust that out just to watch it. Because even on my Blu-ray box set, I put it in, and it's only the PG-13, and I didn't realize that, and it ticked me off. So I'm like, I'm glad I got the DVD still.
I remember you
But
talking about that.
R-rated, he says, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I said, where the was that?
and then, you know, here
That's what I'm talking about.
I did talk about it when we did the Christmas episode. Die Hard takes place in the Family Matters universe.
Yeah.
Because at that
that's true.
time, Carl Winslow is just a beat cop.
Ah,
He and that's his character's name in Die Hard too. He's
Strange. Carl.
he's Carl Winslow,
so cool.
and I'm like, that's crazy to find that out. Like
Steve Urkel walking around.
yeah, Steve would have been.
Huh?
He would have been about 5 years old at that point,
Dang.
and it's like, dude, that's wild when you stop and think about it. It's like those
That's pretty
two.
cool.
I was
Lethal
also
Weapon.
thinking, did you guys see Fireproof
movie.
from the Kendrick brothers?
Yes,
Fireproof. It's a great
you're
film.
talking about the Christian film, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
very great
I think I saw-
firefighting film,
I think
great
I saw it in
Christian
theaters.
film. It's a really good film all around. And speaking of Kendrick Brothers, Courageous, they also did another
That was one of
I
my
think
cops,
they were
wasn't it?
EMS. They were
Oh, I thought
EMS
they
or
were
cops,
cops.
one or the
Yeah.
other. I think they were cops.
Yeah.
But that was a cop, you
Yeah.
know. And that I love what the Kendrick Brothers do.
Oh,
Them
yeah.
and Angel Studios, man. I love their work. But yeah, no, I had to bring those up because those two are really freaking good.
Very good message behind
Take
them.
a little detour into 911 phone operator movies. The Call and The Guilty. The Call had Halle Berry in it, and The Guilty had Jake Gyllenhaal in it. And it was about like the phone operators dealing with a phone call, trying to help someone out of a situation.
Yeah.
Very well done.
Pretty good.
I love The Call, but honestly, because Jake's my boy, I love Jake Gyllenhaal. The Guilty is where it's at. I love The Guilty. It's got a twist to it too, and it's really well done. That's a good movie. I love Guilty, and Jake Gyllenhaal all around. I'll talk more about him next week with the special sneak peek of the Academy Awards.
Hold on, I gotta look up the name of it.
What?
So
we'll talk
good.
more about that because I got some stuff to say about Jake. All good things. I'm just pissed off that the Academy decided that his performance was so damn good that he didn't even deserve a nomination or an award. Mm-hmm. They said we shouldn't even nominate him. It was so good.
Sinners.
They said if we put him in, it automatic wins. So we said we should give everybody else a chance. That's why he wasn't. Anyway, moving on. What about The Guardian with Ashton Kutcher and Kevin Costner? Because that's more of like it's kind of like they save people who are out in the ocean stranded. You know what I mean? Like there's like life reserve type, ocean reserve, whatever.
The Guardian.
Yeah, with Ashton Kutcher and
Sounds
Kevin
pretty good.
Costner. Have you seen that one?
I have
Yes.
not.
That's a really good film. I love The Guardian. That was a good one. What about End of Watch with Jake, bringing up my boy Jake again?
And Michael
End
Pena?
of Watch, yes.
That's what I was just very asking.
You seen End of Watch, that police film where they use like their body cams are shot kind of like that
Gorilla style body cam.
It was so damn good. And then that ending though, bro, oh my gosh, it makes me cry every time I see it. I love End of Watch. That's another one I think that might have got snubbed a little bit too. But what about Hot Fuzz? You guys like Hot Fuzz?
That's what I'm
Gotta
talking
bring out
about.
Hot Fuzz with
Shaun of the Dead producers and
Simon Pegg and Nick
Simon
Frost.
Pegg and Nick Frost. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, have you seen that one?
Yeah.
Have you seen
Such
all
a
their?
great
Have you
movie.
seen all their movies?
Not
Shaun
all
of the
of them,
Dead,
really.
Hot Fuzz, and is it End of the World?
Run Fat Boy Run, End
Run,
of the
Fat Boy,
World.
Run.
Paul.
Paul, the alien one.
I've seen
Paul's a
Paul.
good one.
Dude, Paul, the alien one is a good one.
That's not about cops or firefighters.
No, but it's funny.
It's
I'm
the
just
same
can
like
become
group
Paul
of people.
again.
talking about the filmmakers. Yeah, right. Yeah. Let me see.
Come Paul
This is
again.
hilarious.
Right?
No joke, bro. They'd come down and like,
Kill you first. You had it on.
yeah, you put it on, bro. You can just be like, I am one of you. I don't know. They might be too smart, man. And honestly, I feel like if there is a such thing as like real alien, I'm sure there is probably aliens or something out there. We don't know what the universe is out there. But even if there is and they had the technology to fly around and like search out other universes, planets or anything like that, and they just somehow came across Earth one time, especially at now point in time, and they see what the fuck's going on here, they ain't gonna want to take no part in this. They say, that's, we good. We good, y'all.
Watch what's going on at the zoo.
They say, we good. Yeah, I don't think they ain't gonna go full playing Earth. They don't.
You know,
I don't even know why. This doesn't have nothing to do with firefighters and stuff, but here we go. Now we got a centerpiece.
I like it.
We should have set off actually I should have set the lights to flash blue and red for EMS, but I don't know how people would react to flashing lights the whole episode.
True. Give somebody a seizure.
But I got it's got the FX option to flash two different colors, and I could choose red and blue.
That'd
And
be
then
cool.
on the wall it'd just be red and blue. It just looked like we were being arrested. I should have did that. You still got time on it.
All right.
TJ, keep running your mouth so I can do a quick EMS. Let me do an EMS.
a what?
Let me do EMS. Just keep running your mouth. Talk
about wrath.
No dead air. No dead air.
I'm gonna bring up a movie that I guarantee you that Ryan doesn't have on his list, and that is Assault on Precinct 13 with Lawrence Fishburne.
Assault on Precinct 13.
Precinct, yeah, I know. Trying to say that shit. Yeah. That was a very good movie. Dude, you're gonna give somebody a seizure. What the hell's wrong with you?
That's what we talked about.
But it had Lawrence Fishburne and Ethan Hawke in it. And that was very well done as well. It was a remake, actually, from the 70s.
Feel like it's too much, guys?
No. You're only going to do two of them? If we're going to rave, man. Yeah.
Rave till dawn.
you know, what about SWAT?
SWAT's a good one. That's a good one. Hopefully that's not too much for y'all. You don't be all clicking out of this. I mean, I'm sure nobody's even paying attention to it when they watch it. They probably just listen to the audio. That's fine. That's fine. That's just fine. I just know some people are video people like me. When I watch and listen to my podcast, I can listen to my podcast, but I also like to watch Joe Rogan and Steve. Sure. I like to watch them interact. It's fun.
And then,
they're
doing smelling salts.
We should get some smelling salts.
Here's another one that's
up.
Here's another one that Ryan doesn't have on his list.
Is that too much for anybody? Does that feel all right?
I'm comfy with it.
What about 16 Blocks with Bruce Willis?
Take me to your leader. You don't. Hey, you don't scare me.
I knew that's where he was going with
You don't scare me.
Once you put that down there, I was like, I know what TJ's
I am the leader of America. I am the leader. By the time this episode comes out, I am the president. Yes, that's right.
See, that's how we're gonna get canceled.
Right there. You're.
Hey, it's done. It's done. It's already done. Been announced. It's done. I don't care whether people like tomorrow or not. It's done. And how appropriate for it to happen on MLK Day. And
People also fighting at Walmart.
I also just hope. I really wish people. Because it's a big fucking day because the MLK is the man, and how appropriate just to bring in a new president on a great day as MLK, because MLK was a great leader.
I hate to tell you this.
He would be a fucking awesome president.
I guarantee you, if he were alive, he'd be pissed off at America right now.
I'm sure he would be. And that's why another reason why I want to celebrate MLK even more than I ever have every single year, because of the fact that that man's legacy and what he stood for and everything that we can't let that man's dream die, man. You know what I mean? I don't care how easily, because it's parodied all over the place where people are always like, I have a dream. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I want to see, naked women everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, people make fun, do parodies of it. I have a dream. It's all the time. But literally, I'm not kidding. I'm being real talk here right now. Don't let this man's dream die, for real.
I have a dream that one day my children will be able to watch this podcast and Ryan doesn't interrupt it.
Sorry.
That dream's already after you ain't never going to have no kids, boy.
I'm in the corner crying.
He doesn't do impersonations.
So is everybody else.
All right, let's see here.
Give me that
shit, bitch. Get off.
Well, there is a movie. It's called End of Line of Duty: Smoke Jumpers.
Yeah,
and it kind of correlates with everything going on in California right now, and it just goes through what they're probably currently doing with all that.
Interesting.
Vendors, planes, fire and rescue as well.
Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Yeah. He don't know how to read.
No, he doesn't, apparently.
Hey, calm down. Me and Jayden are the other guys right now.
There you go. The other guys,
The other guys. Hey, everybody calm down. Hey, chill.
Fighting over who's going to be the next guy.
That was a great movie.
What's going on here? You guys are fighting.
Hey.
There's a funeral going on here. You guys are fighting.
Hey, I'm a peacock. You got to let me strut my stuff.
I love when he gets handed the wooden gun. He said, you can't have your gun no more.
That's a dummy gun.
Yeah, the dummy gun.
Use that in the academy.
It's a good one. I love the other guys. It's a good
desk pop.
Good comedy cop fun.
Yeah, the desk pop.
So good.
Yes. That's a good one.
Hey, say another word and I'll fucking fuck you up.
What about, excuse me? Yes. Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Kindergarten cop, baby.
Thanks for the tip. That's a great undercover cop
our
film.
Our mom says our dad is a sexy love machine.
Sexy love machine.
He says, we're going to play a little game. It's called, Who is Your Daddy and What Does He Do? And they're like, what? And they start guessing what his daddy does. And he goes, no. Not my daddy. Your daddy.
Your daddy.
And then he's like, oh, you're giving me a headache. He's like, it's probably a tumor. He's like, it's not a tumor. It's not a tumor.
What, cop and a half?
No, Kindergarten Cop.
No, cop and a half.
Oh, yeah, with Burt Reynolds.
You ever seen Kindergarten Cop?
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Had to make sure.
Did you ever see?
Had to make sure.
Better.
If you haven't, it's going to be, all right, get out of it. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, you must be the famous Mr. Kimball I always hear about. You son of a bitch.
How did it feel to hit that son of a bitch? Felt pretty good. I love it. What happened to your dog? It's not a dog. It's a ferret. What's a fairy? It's a ferret. He says, okay, one at a time. Come on, one at a time.
Mr. Kimball, I don't know what kind of a cop you are, but you're a very, very good teacher.
Damn straight. I love that he comes. It's such a good movie. I love it. You got me wanting to watch that shit afterwards. And guess what? I own it on VHS. I own it on DVD. I own it on Blu-ray.
You want to hear
And I
something
own that
really
bitch on
sad?
4K. Just saying.
Nice.
I saw that in theaters.
Lucky son of a bitch.
So
I saw it on VHS and I recorded it on VHS for the first time. And funny story behiund that, because I watched.
realized he was gay.
No,
Oh, God.
Yeah, how'd you know? No, I was watching it and they had it censored on TV. So whenever he comes home, after the first time, and she's like, "How'd it go?" And he's like, before he went, and she said, "Those bastards will eat you alive." On TV, she didn't say it; just said, "Those kids will eat you alive" or something like that. So when I got it on VHS for the first time and I watched it and she said that, I was like, and I noticed the difference. I said, "Mom, she said those bastards are gonna eat you alive," and she said, "What'd you just say?" I said, "Them bastards." She goes, "Don't you say that? That's a bad word." I'll never forget it ever.
That reminds me of my
I'm sorry, I
nephew
didn't know.
Christian, who's he's 21 now. He was about 5 or 6 at the time, and that was when on PS3 the Back to the Future video game came out, and it was an episodic type thing, and they do that damn train.
Oh, it's back.
They do the whole monologue, and he goes, when this thing hits 88 miles per hour, we're going to see some serious shit. So Christian hears this, he's 5, 6 years old. He runs to the kitchen. Mom!
Jesus.
When this thing hits 88 miles per hour, we're going to see some serious shit. Yeah!
Take down the whole set.
And he runs off.
Go crazy.
Make sure I'm not tripping because the lights are flashing. Maybe that's why it just looks like. Right, there you go.
I don't know why, but that made me think of that.
What about some good old Blue Streak with Martin Lawrence? That's a good cop.
Oh, yeah.
Good cop heist film.
Yeah.
Where he steals a gem and then ends up becoming a cop so he can break in.
Yeah.
Because it comes a cop station afterwards. After he gets out, it's a good one. Inside Man's a good one with Clive Owen. That's a twist. That's a twist. He's got a twist.
Twist.
Yeah. What a twist.
Very, very good movie.
It was very good.
You don't hear a lot of people mention Clive Owen anymore, and that's kind of sad.
Oh, Clive Owen was the shit. And what was it? Shoot 'em Up. Shoot 'em Up was a damn good movie. That's a fun, just full-blown man movie, just all guns, balls a-blazing.
Man movie.
I'm sure you haven't seen this movie yet, even though it's probably about 20 years old, but The Killing of Jesse James.
No.
Nope.
That's really sad.
Sounds good.
No,
Jesse James was cool.
Yeah.
It was he was a U.S. Marshal, if I remember correctly.
Oh, yeah. I know of him. I just haven't seen the film.
No, not Jesse James, not the guy that killed him.
Oh. Well, you didn't tell me that.
Oh, Jesse James was like a bank robber and crap.
Yeah, I know that motherfucker.
About Green Mile.
Yeah, it's a good one. I know you
He
brought,
was a police officer in a sense.
True.
I said something earlier, you said something and then I happened to say something, but I kept going on with what I said, but I was like, I'll loop back around because it's on my list. But Lethal Weapon,
Yes.
Yeah.
that's a great 4-parter.
Yep.
Hey,
That's like the second time he's chopped me in the chest.
what is
I
wrong
don't
with
know.
you?
He's slapping everywhere. I'm glad I'm sitting the fuck over here.
I'm getting too old for this
He's
shit.
getting it.
Give it to yourself.
I was waiting, dude. I was waiting. I was like, "That's you hit it so many times.
TJ,
You blew it."
You see what you did, man?
No, see what you did?
You
Oh,
told
God.
me. You told
Oh,
me.
that could have
Oh,
killed
God.
somebody. That's my Halloween knife.
You
It's a
told me
real
to-
painted knife.
You
Real
told
painted
me to
knife
hit
on set.
myself.
It's probably dangerous to have on there, but don't worry. Oh,
my foot.
TJ,
Just dropped it again.
Yeah.
you're gonna stab somebody with that, bro. We don't need that happening.
Oh.
Anyway,
Okay.
I love the Lethal Weapon series.
Yes.
All 4 of them are honestly really good. That was my introduction to Jet Li.
Are you ready for 5?
Jet Li. Yeah, and Mel Gibson's directing because unfortunately Richard Donner died and passed away.
Yeah.
And he even told Mel, he said that if I kick the bucket, I want you to direct this thing. And he actually told his producers, his estate, his wife, everybody that way in the studio. That way they knew I don't care that you guys blacklisted him after Passion, but you guys are bringing him back.
Kicked him with the. Did you have to say it though?
But no, lethal
Estate.
fucking weapon.
Mel Gibson Estate.
That was when I was introduced to the Jet Li, which he was a badass villain. He's a badass fucking villain. Creepy as hell. I loved all of them. They're all great. But they really are now too old for this shit.
Nice.
Hey, here's another cop movie that I'm surprised you didn't put on your list.
I'm going to have it as soon as you say it. I bet you it's here.
I bet you don't.
I bet you I do.
I also have one after he's done.
War with Jason Statham
Oh, yeah.
and Jet Li.
I didn't put it because I wasn't trying to like put up a bunch of cop movies. I was trying to mix it, and I was trying to put up big
It
ones
is a good
that
one, though.
were more
Dude,
serious cop related or fun cop. You know what I mean? I was trying. I had a small list here to do, and I didn't want to bust into another page of list,
Sure.
so I just made the small list
But dude,
right here, and I
there-
actually split the page in half.
there aren't a
I split
whole
the page
lot
in
of-
half. Okay.
There's not a whole lot of. I know. EMS
Things in your mouth.
Yeah, I know. All right, so
No,
what's yours?
I thought he was thinking of Bad Boys or Rush Hour. Which
No.
Rush Hour, yeah, definitely.
I still haven't seen the new. I still haven't seen the new Bad Boys.
Don't you understand the words that come out of my mouth?
Don't you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
I don't understand the words that come out of my mouth.
How cheap? Jesus.
But no.
Hey, don't cut the chicken. Don't cut the chicken's head off. Put the blade down. Put the chicken down.
See, if we didn't live in sensitive times, I would quote the famous Jackie Chan line from that movie, but I know that that'd be the one time that we'd have people to watch us and they'd be like, you racist motherfuckers.
Oh, what happened?
You know the Jackie Chan line I'm referring to.
Which one? Oh, nah, yeah.
Yeah.
The pool scene.
Yeah.
Pool scene. He says, "What's up, mate?"
Oh yeah.
He said, "What you just say?" He goes,
Hey.
"What's up, mate?"
Hey, what is that? It's a cigarette. It's more of a cig of weed. This shit's bad for you.
You got prescription for this?
I got glaucoma.
I love the series.
What was your movie?
Sorry, Jade.
So it's called White Boy Carl. It's based on a true story about this teenager in Detroit who helped out the police department. He was an insider, went into like many different gangs, like drug kingpins and stuff, like helped bust them and with
I know what
everything.
he's talking about.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've heard of it. It was.
It was like originally his dad was like a gun smuggler,
Yeah.
then he went to like the police force and helped them with that to try to get him out of it.
I'm trying to think of when that came out.
I think this
It was-
relatively new, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it was in the last 10 years.
I remember hearing about it, but I've never seen it.
It was
I don't-
Whiteboard, wasn't it?
It's like White Boy Rick.
Yeah.
TJ's really close to me.
I thought I was further away from you.
He's very close to me. We're touching knees and everything right now. Surprised he hasn't played footsies with me.
Oh, it was only in the last 5 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And, hey, it's on Tubi.
There you go.
About Minority Report or Training Day with
Yeah.
Training Day, yes.
Going. And you know that whole thing, that whole like speech when he's going down and it's going crazy and he's like Godzilla or King Kong ain't got shit on me. You guys all know that just was improv. Denzel just
Shit's good.
just let loose in the moment of the scene, just let loose and just it went. So that was all improv and they kept shit's good. It's a good movie. But Minority Report, what about that one? Whenever they're cops that basically can see into the future premonitions and they can see that. What do you guys think about that one? You seen that with Tom Cruise? Minority
Never
Report?
seen that one.
You never seen Minority Report? Guess what just came in the fucking mail today on Blu-ray? Minority Report,
Oh
baby.
no!
Because it ain't out on fucking 4K yet. I don't know what you're waiting on.
Come on, man.
What?
You ain't got to drop the F-bomb every 5 minutes.
I'm sorry, but it's just I get a little passionate sometimes. I apologize.
That's bad when I'm the one that has to say it.
It
is kind of bad,
I
yeah.
don't
I don't think about it like that.
I'm sorry. It's just letting loose. I'm letting loose a little bit. I can't. I'm sorry. It's just sometimes you just go a little crazy.
Nice sneak peek.
Yeah, right. Minority Report. That's a good ass movie though. Collateral Damage with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay.
Where he's a firefighter.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not the firefighter the whole movie. He goes after a terrorist that killed his family, his wife and son. But still, he was a firefighter in general, which was, I think, the first time and only time that we've ever seen Arnold
Firefighter?
portray a firefighter. Because obviously, he's been a cop multiple times.
Yeah.
But I think that's the only time he's been a firefighter. I don't think he's ever done EMS.
Let me see.
Hey, I'm an Arnold fan here. I think it would come to mind. I know in Red
You'd
Heat.
be surprised.
Red Heat, he was like a Russian officer coming from Russia into the States, which was a cool film. That's a fun film. Got that BI on 4K.
Russian.
Man, coming down to the last few movies here. What about Ambulance? Remember Ambulance? With Jake Gyllenhaal again. My boy Jake Gyllenhaal. Had 50 Cent in it, Curtis Jackson.
What?
Dude,
seen that
Ambulance
one.
is a good movie. And what's crazy is the whole movie almost takes place inside of an ambulance that's on the road running away from cops being chased.
Sounds pretty
Like
exciting.
it's like a heist. They take over.
Ooh.
They take over. They take over, and that's, yeah. Dead air. What's going on, TJ? Why are you on your phone?
Nope.
He's looking
is-
up titties. Titties.
He is.
This man's playing Galaga.
Hey,
We thought we wouldn't
Galaga.
notice.
let's be appropriate, man.
I am being appropriate.
Um,
I'm calling you out for playing Galaga.
no.
This man's playing Galaga. You
Trust
thought we
me.
wouldn't notice, but we did.
Definitely ain't playing Galaga. But no, he has never played an EMS character.
Told you. He
You know-
faked it in Eraser, I think.
But
Faked it in Eraser.
I am going to bring up a show
boy, here
about
we go.
EMS that you may have heard of, may not have heard of. It's from the 70s and 80s called Emergency.
I heard of it. I never watched it.
The only reason I know this is because my mom's husband still watches it.
No way.
Yeah, every morning.
It's still on?
Yeah.
Or just reruns?
Well, yeah, he watches reruns because it's on like Netflix or something now.
Oh,
The cops are here, man. I don't know what we did. They're here, man.
Oh well.
What did we do?
TJ, give it back.
Hey,
They found the hammer.
Hands up.
it's not the
Don't
first
shoot.
time.
Hands up. Don't shoot. I can't breathe.
I can't breathe.
sorry.
That's really,
Oh, no.
that's really going to get us in trouble.
That was good.
I'm not trying to be funny.
I'm not
'Cause
resisting.
All lives matter. All lives matter.
No.
All lives matter.
Nope.
All lives
No,
matter.
I'm going to disagree with that 100% for
Oh,
three
shit.
reasons.
Here we go.
Pedophiles, human traffickers, and pieces of shit that do things like 9/11. Their
Well,
wives don't matter.
they're not humans.
Nah, well,
So
their wives don't matter.
Oh my god, that was brutal.
Yep.
we should get a shirt that says that all lives matter except.
You're right. all the other things.
Woo. Anyway, where do we move on from there? How about something that doesn't sound? I know we just talked about it, but something that's not racist
I was
because
gonna
it's
say-
got a Japanese man and a black man in it. Rush Hour, the trilogy.
We already talked about that.
I know, but I had to bring it up to move past the awkward.
What about Dexter? Wouldn't that be considered?
Dexter,
No.
yeah.
I'm
yeah.
surprised you're
Dexter
following my
He's a
would-
blood
LAPD.
spatter analyst, motherfucker.
They
Yeah,
still
but he's
cop.
Deb's pretty much
Yeah,
the whole thing, and she's a cop.
He works.
No.
He
Yes.
works at a
No.
police
Yes.
station.
Whatever.
Yeah,
The
but-
end. You're done. You're done. You're done.
I mean, he's
You're
not
done.
wrong.
You're
Know,
done.
but if we're gonna talk about cops and EMS and all that,
Air high five. You already
what?
left me hanging, bro.
How is it that nobody bothered to bring up
What? No,
cops?
you don't get no fives.
Bad boys, bad boys. What you
Like,
gonna
'cause
do?
that's obvious.
What you gonna do when they come for
Obviously
you?
not for this
I'm
one
not
because he didn't write it.
like a mountain.
But there's also 48 hours as well.
Yeah,
60 days in
yeah.
for doing things like that.
Right, remember that from
well,
Bad
man,
Boys? And he says, man, you don't even know the words of the song, man. I just don't know the words. I just know the lyrics.
But I mean, Cops is technically a TV show.
Yeah,
And,
Bad
and
Boys.
I was
in
thinking
fact-
more stuff
in fact,
with
I
like
believe it
stars,
is-
and like people like casting.
I think Cops was actually like one of the very
longest running
first,
TV shows.
but one of the first reality shows. Technically,
I don't believe you.
I'm not even.
I don't believe
I
you.
don't believe you.
But
That's so good. I don't believe you.
What? Oh, what's that from? Who does that? He's like, I don't believe you.
You.
I feel like it's from. I feel like it's. I feel like it's from some movie where it's like
you're the
he says,
you're
or-
the film nut, not us.
or even maybe a skit. Why do we got knives on the table? What happened?
because
that
I got
long to
I got
notice
tired
it?
of picking it up.
You dropped it again. You're like, put it away.
This is that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't know.
I'm
what's
not-
wrong.
Murder
even-
weapon. That's why the
Right,
cops
there we
are here.
go.
That's why the cops are here.
But anywho,
I thought that there was a skit or a movie or something where somebody
There
said like
was.
he said like, hey, is this like for real or whatever? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I don't believe you.
so
Like a Ben Stiller thing. It seems like a Ben Stiller
Seems
thing.
like it.
I don't know. Anyway.
The sound effect are good.
All right, who's next?
you can go to sleep, or I will
You got
put you to
anything
sleep.
last minute before
out the name
we closing on our last 10 minutes here or so on the podcast. If anybody wants to.
Something always hits me like right after.
I mean, there's 48 hours we haven't talked about.
Yeah, there's 2 of those, 48 and another 48, right?
Yeah.
Very good one.
Yeah, that wasn't that
Eddie Murphy
and Nicholas Holt?
Nicholas
Nolte.
Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy, right? Those are good.
I thought he was going to call him,
Nicholas
what's his name?
Holt. Nicholas Holt
Hey, Nicholas Holt from Tropic Thunder. I got the one hook hands.
yeah.
Oh, just kidding. I know.
No, I was thinking
That's
I was
Nick
thinking
Nolte.
Beast from X-Men. Nicholas Holt.
No, that's
Gary
Nicholas
Busey.
Holt.
That's what I just said. You
We're not talking
dumbass.
about Nicholas Holt.
You said Nicholas Holt and Eddie Murphy when we were talking about 48.
Whatever.
At least he
Nick
didn't say-
Nolte.
Yeah, it's Nick Nolte,
Whoa,
not
anyway,
Nicholas
I'm
Holt.
done with you. I'm done. I'm done. You're done. You're done. America's done.
Yeah, well, TikTok is overrated.
Real talk is overrated.
No,
Get the fuck out of here.
TikTok, you moron.
Oh yeah, TikTok is done. It's done.
Nope.
In action. Then it came back a day later. So dramatic. Everybody's like,
They just got grounded for 12 hours.
and then everybody's like, we're back. Good. Now go on the app and shut the.
But him talking about 48 and another 48 hours.
But
those are very underrated cop films as
they
well.
are, absolutely.
And a very underrated Arnold Schwarzenegger film.
sounds like a little.
That was a good one.
A very underrated Schwarzenegger film.
Last action here.
End of Days.
End of Days is fucking good.
That's a very underrated, short.
Arnold Schwarzenegger defeats the devil.
Yeah,
Gives his life.
like legitimately.
Literally sacrifices himself.
But
he fights the devil.
that was a very good. He was what was he, a detective or something like that in that movie?
Yeah, or an FBI agent or something.
Something like that, yeah.
A part of me wonders now as a filmmaker, because I always thought it was interesting growing up as a kid, noticing this towards the end of the film when like the devil goes into him and he gets a little possessed and he's like flying around, like throwing him around the church. Remember that scene?
Yeah.
Part of me wonders if it was purposely done, like a choice made, or if it was accidentally like clipped and left in. But there's a moment whenever he gets thrown from the ground over to the other side of the church on the wall, and you hear a voiceover, an ADR that was done by him, but it's literally the same track repeated twice. You just hear, and I don't know if like it was done purposely or if they accidentally like doubled it or what, but it's the same in a row. And I find it humorous. I've always wondered.
It's like that Star Wars, the Stormtrooper, where he hits his head. Left it in.
The dang it, what's it called?
I don't know.
What's it called?
What?
The scream. The Wilhelm scream.
Oh, yeah, Wilhelm scream.
The classic Wilhelm
Yep.
scream.
That's in like so many movies.
I wish we need to put that on here
Oh.
one day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he
I
just got
forget
flipped
it.
off a horse and they love that sound and now it's used in almost every freaking movie. Anytime you hear, that's Wilhelm. He's like, that guy, that guy's like,
That's mine from all the way over
oh,
there.
damn.
I kept looking at you.
Yeah,
Like, they really are. Holy
Okay, so at least we're all on the same page,
Sheesh.
It's what's her face.
There's something going on over there on the other side of the world. I think it's alien invasion.
Was it her?
No.
It's an alien invasion, wasn't it?
No. Yeah, it
Project
was. It was
Bluebeam?
totally an alien invasion.
You were getting a notification Project Bluebeam was going off.
wasn't.
You're part of it, aren't
It
you?
wasn't Gabby.
No. What? Jeez.
You're Gabby.
Yeah, bro.
Just
Mind
kidding, you're an
your own.
alien.
I am.
No, you're an
Yay.
freaking alien.
But
anyway, I mean, I don't know. It's hard for me to stay out of this entire list. One of my favorites, but I love them all. But Ladder 49 gives me definitely the sad touchy feeling. It makes me so sad. It's hard to watch now as a dad because it really hurts right here.
no.
So that's why another reason why I again say I respect firefighters in general, what you do, what everybody does, because that's heartbreaking. You don't know what happens, what your day is gonna bring. But you can only obviously hope that you're able to walk in and walk out and come back. Finish, go in, do your job, and save people, save buildings, save whatever you can, do whatever you can to
so we're on our way to Winter Jam last night, and we all end up driving through this huge cloud of smoke because there's a house on fire. I don't even think EMS was there yet. I think it was just the cops.
Yeah.
And this one, where the fuck's the firefighter, dude? He was getting pissed. He's like, I'm about to pull over and take care of it myself.
Damn.
Oh wow.
It's like, I mean, it was a bad house fire.
Damn.
Already like up in flames, and the roof's already caved in. At that point, you're wondering how long the response time.
And my mom's response is, it's probably a crack house.
Oh, God.
Hey, is that how you want to say your final 2 cents of the night? How you want to end it on a crack house?
Final,
Crack house?
final 2 cents of the night. All right, well, here's my test because my 2 cents is free.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah.
Doesn't Eminem say something like that?
Yes.
2 cents, it was a free. I'm a 10 cents, oh, my mom's spaghetti.
Something like that. It's pretty close.
Sure.
But
That, you know.
is that I definitely am hoping and praying for the best. My thoughts are obviously with all the people out there dealing with it. I've checked in with most of the people that I know personally that live out that way, and as far as I know, everybody is pretty safe and sound, and has either have not dealt with it. I don't think anybody that I know personally is like personally lost like their house or belongings or anything. Some might have evacuated. Some might have had to evacuate the area just in case. But I definitely am hoping and praying for everybody else too. That everything it all gets taken care of soon.
Did you see the news report it was about 4 or 5 days ago? It was a newscaster was talking to Steve Gutenberg about the fires and he was talking
he lost
about
his, didn't he?
Yeah, and he was talking about how he was seeing EMS and firefighters up there, you know, and he was crying, and he's like this gentleman was deeply impacted, and everybody's response is, "Do you not know who the fuck that is?"
Oh yeah,
this kid had no clue who he was.
He was talking to an interview.
And I'm like, dude. And I'm just like watching him cry. And he's just like, this guy was deeply impacted by this. What was your name, sir? And he's like, I'm Steve Gutenberg. Like this kid got flamed online. It's like,
Who the fuck is Steve Gutenberg?
Oh boy,
Police Academy.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Not only that, but he was also in like the 3 Men and a Baby movie.
Yeah, 3 Men and a Baby. He was in a lot of stuff in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, dude.
Short Circuit.
I was thinking for a second, I was like, it sounds familiar.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Hey, it's okay. But like, you know,
Shoot, I already kicked him off, and he hasn't left. Now you're gone. I almost had to kick our special guest off because of I already forgot because it probably obviously didn't matter. Oh, it was over not Kindergarten Cop. I said, "Did you watch that?" I said, "If you didn't, I said you have to get out of here."
Just kicking everybody off. It's gonna be the Ryan show.
It's just Real Talk After Dark with Ryan and Ryan only.
But I just.
How are you doing today, Ryan? Pretty good, Ryan. How are you doing? Pretty good.
Hey, Ryan and Ryan, would you both shut the hell up? My God.
Napoleon?
I mean, you know. But no, I just felt really bad because like Steve's sitting there crying on air.
Yeah.
And this kid's like not taking it seriously. It's like, you know, yeah, it's LA,
scary.
you know, we
It's
expect
sad.
it. But
regardless
of
where it's at or who's infected, celebrity or not.
And this is one thing that I want to say in regard to it, and this is my final thoughts of the night. I agree with everybody that Gavin Newsom should be, you know, fired from being the governor because he did not allow all these states and counties that brought in fire trucks and stuff to help with this.
Oh yeah,
all because they didn't pass their emissions qualifications.
Yeah, outside help they wouldn't take it for certain reasons. Yeah,
all these houses could have been saved.
Yeah.
But no. all this happened for no reason.
And another reason why some things didn't happen the way it did is because of money, because of budgets, because of we can't do that because it's not in the budget.
Yeah. And
who the fuck cares? It's people.
At that point, it's just taxpayers' money they got to worry about.
Nobody cared whether they got paid or not for this. It's about the principle of the matter was.
It's morally what is right or wrong. Help the people.
People died. People lost their houses and stuff. All because emissions tests. Yeah. Who gives a shit?
I don't care.
That really offended me because I'm like.
Or the fact that California decided to cut off fire insurance from people 3 months before all this happened too. Yeah. I mean, does that not sound suspicious?
Yeah. And then somebody also brought up the point of, you know, let this sink in for a minute. This all happened right by the Pacific Ocean. They could have used
Yeah,
the Pacific
and
Ocean.
they could reuse resources, but again, you know what it came down to? Money.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want to put resources, have people go out there and use the resources and time and money to get all that, and
Trump and Congress and all that. They all said that Newsom should step down, and I agree with it.
Yeah,
because I'm like that's ridiculous. All this happened, and they could have been done after day one if they would have. There was.
It's all part of a bigger plan.
It was like something like
there's
500 trucks that they turned away.
There's something going on behind the scenes that a lot of people aren't seeing. Like we've always talked about, well, something's going on over here. Make you look over here, something's going on over here. It's happening all over. It's happening everywhere. It's been happening for the longest time.
You know why it happened?
Why?
So people would forget about the TikTok ban.
Duh.
And that didn't work.
Well, not only that, but think about the fact that there's they're wanting to make a smart city in 2028. California, they want
Ain't nobody smart enough to do that.
And how else do you build a new
Elon
city
Musk, bro.
by tearing the old one down?
Yes.
And that's my final thought of the night.
That's a good
Anybody
one.
else?
I like that.
What you got, Jayden? Final thoughts of the night. Our special guest. Again,
Gavin.
thank you for everything. But anything you got to say?
Just related to the fires, like with the tankers and like not having enough water, like certain trucks, they actually have a thing where you're able to just set it right in there and they'll suck water right out into the dump tank.
Oh, dang.
That's crazy.
I don't know what type of trucks they have there, but
Man,
Yeah, but they turned away over 500 trucks.
that's horrible.
I also want to
horrible.
know like where their hotshot crews were as well, because I heard nothing about that. And like their excavator crews who were able to just go right in there and start cutting trees down, which would suck. They would have to go back through replan, but it at least would stop the spread a little bit more.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's wild.
Anything, Dalton?
I think you said it all.
Maybe tell people don't play with matches. Don't play with fucking fire.
I can't say it. They don't give me fire for a reason. No, I'm
They'll
just
get you fired.
So they don't give me fire for a reason. No, I'm just kidding.
There's also always another way to help. Just by being volunteer.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Sure.
I always forget that they allow that for basically
That's what I've been
police,
everybody
ambulance, everything. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, we definitely appreciate it, and we definitely thank you so much for joining us tonight and being a part of it. It was a fun night. I hope you had fun.
Last final night of the thought of the
Final
night.
night.
Yeah.
This is the final night.
Fuck Gavin Newsom,
Ooh.
Who the heck is that?
the governor of California. Man, you really need to get up on your politics.
Anyway,
That's what we're just talking about.
All
thank
right.
you everybody so much for joining us. The Real Talk After Dark
Yeah.
podcast.
Number
Thing we do now?
36.
It's been a good time. Join us
Man.
next week as we talk the
Mine's
Academy
empty.
Awards nominations for 2025. Talk about all the good, all the bad of Hollywood, a
That's
little
so
bit,
basically
and
that's
some
gonna-
of our favorite Best Picture nominees of the past.
So basically, that's going to be an hour-long conversation with Brian and himself.
We're turning
we're not
the
gonna
two.
get a word in
And
as
I know
was.
William Conklin's going to be joining us for the Academy Award podcast episode.
Sweet.
So that's going to be episode 37. So please join us. Be a good time.
Look at TJ like, you're the only one. I'm not the only one that talks to him.
Thanks, thanks for the rum, dude. I drank the whole damn thing.
You're right.
Yeah, I know.
The rum is good.
yeah.
So, the rum is gone.
Yeah.
The rum is gone.
So before we go, talking about next week's episode,
yes.
I actually have a bottle of vodka from a. I
don't care.
Hey, I got it from an Academy
don't
Award
want no-
winner.
I don't want a vodka bottle on the set.
I have it. It's from an
gotta
Academy
take a shot
Award
of it.
winner.
Oh, I know you're
I'm
talking
not opening
about.
it.
Okay. Good.
No,
That's his nuts.
it's signed by Jason Momoa, dude.
Yeah.
You got an Academy Award to bring and say here's our centerpiece?
You can get a fake one.
Actually, I think I do. Actually,
If you don't, then don't even show up next week. No, I'm just
No, I'm
kidding.
just-
I think I still have one.
Just kidding.
I think it says like Best Pastor or something on it.
But I'll definitely probably even grab some of my like Best Picture movies and
Yeah.
play some as a little center mat or whatever. But anyway,
Hell
that's been another episode of Real Talk Dark. And Jayden, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks.
It's been fun. Thank you to again all the people out there, the police, firefighters, EMS, everybody,
But
and
let's not
everything.
forget
Army,
about the dispatchers either.
dispatchers, anybody that has to deal with some type of emergency services, some type of first response type thing, any type of anything. So it's appreciated, it's respected. Thank you so much for what you do, especially to all the good out there, all the good ones out there that got into it because of the fact they want to help people. You know what I mean? I was thinking about this actually earlier before we close. One final thought. That I was thinking, like, as kids, kids are always wanting to be a police officer or a firefighter or an EMS. You know what I mean? Kids are always wanting to do that. And you think about it, like, why would kids always gravitate to that because kids want to help people. And as we get older, we start to get a little selfish and we don't want to help others anymore. And then we don't want to become those things. We want to do other things. And then because police get bad rep, a lot of people probably don't even want to, are scared to be officers anymore and do that. So, I mean, you just think about it. The reason why I feel like kids might gravitate that is because of, you know, they want to help people. And as we get older, we tend to forget about that aspect of wanting to step in and help people, regardless of what you do in life. Even if you just see something going on, you know, somebody look like, you know, an old lady looking like she might need a little help with her groceries being packed with, just little acts of kindness like that can change the world. And so that's where I leave my final note of the night. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. See you next week on Real Talk After Dark. Good night. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? They're coming for you. Coming for you. Coming for you. They're coming for you. Coming for you. Bad boys. They're coming for you. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?